Hello everyone. In the previous video, we discussed about how exactly quicksort algorithm works. Note that quicksort works on the concept of partition. Once we do partition, we need to recursively sort, or we need to recursively call partition on the left subarray as well as the right subarray until and unless all the elements in the array gets sorted. Now in today's video, we'll try to implement the quicksort algorithm with the help of a C code. So if you see, initially I have included the header files stdio and stdlib.h. I have taken a macro by name size to denote the size of the array. Here roughly I have taken, I am assuming that the array element max size is 100. Now let's start with the main function. So in the main function, we will declare the variables ni and array a. Now first thing, read the value of n, that is the number of elements. Now once you are done with reading the number of elements, read the elements of the array. Please note that here also I have taken the array elements index from 0. Next, after reading the elements into array A, call quicksort function. Quicksort of A 0 n minus 1. So this was my left and this was my right. If you do remember that we wrote quicksort with 3 arguments. The array A, and the second argument was left and the third argument was right. Left was the index of the first element and right was the index of the last element. Now after calling quicksort, print the sorted elements. Return 0, close your main function. This was about the main function. Now we need to write this quicksort function. If you do remember that while writing the quicksort function in the main, we made sure that quicksort was not returning anything. So the return type of quicksort was void three arguments, int a of size, comma, int left, int right. Now what was the first step in case of quicksort? We need to call partition. We need to call partition for the elements index from left to right. Let me declare a variable by name s as used in the algorithm to hold the return value of partition. If left less than right, s is equal to, let me call the function partition. Please note that here partition function is returning something and it is being stored in the variable s. S data type is int. So while finally writing partition, I should make sure that partition function should return an integer. This partition function had 3 arguments, a, comma, left, comma, right. Now it has done partition and the position of partition is yes. In the sense, my pivot element gets exchanged with this element which is there in S. Now I need to call quicksort for left to S minus 1, and then I need to call quicksort from S plus 1 to right. Please, any confusion, refer the previous video wherein we have discussed the algorithm for the quicksort. So this was about the quicksort function. Now coming to partition function. Int partition, 3 arguments, array A, left or right. Now the variables here I require are I, J and pivot. What was pivot? Pivot was my first element, which is nothing but A of left. Next I, if you remember, I is the index to the second element. Second element index is left plus 1. J is the index of the last element, right. Now I need to check whether pivot element is greater than E of I. If so, I need to increment I. So all those things put under a while loop. While always true, while pivot greater than or equal to E of I and I less than or equal to right. What was the thing that we are supposed to do? Increment I plus plus. The other case was while pivot less than E of J minus. If you want, you can put one more condition here. While pivot less than E of J and J less than or equal to left, J minus. So, if while doing so, if I is both this condition fails, and if I is less than J, swap E of I and E of J. Swap E of I and E of J. Else, swap, open this else, swap E of left. We need to swap E of left and E of J. And return J at the position of partition. Close this else statement. Close this while loop and close the partition function. So this was about the partition function. We have compared pivot with E of I, pivot greater than E of I, greater than or equal to E of I, increment I, pivot less than E of J, decrement J. So while doing so, if I is less than J, swap E of I and E of J. Else swap E of left and E of J. That is the pivot element. Swap E of left and E of J, and finally return J. Close this else part, close this while loop and close the partition function. So you are left out with this swap function. Yeah. Finally we are left out with swap function. We'll write the swap function also. So if you see, there are two swap functions here. Rather than writing with call with value, we'll write it with call with reference. Let's change this to ampersand of E of I and ampersand of E of J and ampersand of E of left and ampersand of E of J. Small code, we'll write it. So if you remember, swap function was not returning anything. Swap with if you see the argument, they were addressed A content of A equals content of content of B is equal to temp is equal to content of A, content of A is equal to content of B, and content of B is equal to temp. A very small swap function. Hope this is clear. This was about how to implement the quicksort algorithm using C as the language. Thank you.